Welcome to the Future Awards Africa 2014, coming to you live from the Intercontinental Hotel right here in Lagos, Nigeria. It is the largest gathering of young people from across the continent. Many of them will be going home with various awards tonight. It might interest you that Forbes has described this award as the most important event to young people in Nigeria, and I believe in the rest of the continent. And that's not telling why many of them look forward to the award every year. It is the 9th edition, and as it is the tradition, key players from the private and the public sector will converge on this venue tonight. I'm even told that governors will grace this event tonight. And this definitely provides a platform for the younger and the older generation to interact and indeed inspire one another. The event is about to start, but before we go, I am being joined by the Chief Operating Officer of the Future Project, who will be telling us what Nigerians should expect tonight. Before Edward joins us now, thanks a lot for joining us. By the way, you're live. So what should Nigerians expect tonight?
Well, what they should expect is to be inspired. The reason why we do this is to bring a crop of people who can inspire Africans, not just Nigerians, not just to simply be inspired, but to act as well. That's why we're doing the Stop Ebola campaign, to show people that you can act in your little corner. You're not supposed to just fold your arms and be. This is a night to inspire people to act.
What kind of result are you looking forward to after this event?
Well, we're looking forward to, again, it all ties back to action. We're looking forward to people who see young Africans do things with the little they have. What we're doing is we're showcasing the good that is Africa so that others can take this baton and run with it. So what we expect to see is a generation that's saying, look, we're not just going to fold our arms, we're going to act on something. We're going to act, we're going to do the best we know how to do where we are.
I'm looking forward to a great event today. I mean, it's the 9th edition. They seem to get better every year, and I think I can't say this enough. Hosting an award ceremony 9 years in a row in Nigeria, you know it's no mean feat. Most awards after the third season go off. Sometimes they take a break, but they haven't taken any breaks, and they keep getting better every year. It's now an Africa-wide event, so looking forward to a great evening.
I have one of the co-founders of the Future Project right here. I'm talking about Adebola Williams. He joins us now live on the red carpet. Thanks a lot for joining us. You have chosen a very fine attire.
Thank you, thank you.
How excited are you tonight?
It's a bit of excitement, you know, and anticipation. I'm hoping that, you know, the night will be as inspirational, you know, as we have planned it to be. We hope that when people leave here tonight, they will have renewed faith in the continent. You know, they'll have renewed hope, you know, in our nation, Nigeria. So I'm anticipating to see that happen.
No, there is a question that everyone tends to ask me when I talk about the Future Awards Africa. They say, what is the selection process like? Would you like to answer that?
So the selection process is a 4-chain one, where the first phase is when we use the media, you know, across board, television, radio, the internet, you know, to source for nominations, because it's a public-based process. The public sends in people who they believe qualify. So they go to the website, there's a questionnaire on the website, and then they fill the questionnaire with those who they think qualify. We also work with different organizations that have access to young leaders, and they send in potential candidates as well. And then we also then depend on industry experts, you know, who also send in nominations, you know, authorities in the different professions that have categories. And now that process then goes to the Central Working Committee, who will then cut down from the thousands of nominations that are coming, you know, after doing some research, you know, calling people, checking up on people, and they will now cut down, you know, to the first nominees, which will be 5 per category. And then the 5 then goes on to the Board of Audits Committee, who will then judge from 5 to 3. You know, that board has to be like Tawumbe, Wendy Luhabe, Ndidi Wuneli, you know, Tonya Cole, amongst others, and then they judge from 5 to 3. And then 3 then goes to the Board of Young Judges. You know, there has to be like Jenna Scott, who works with the Liberian president, amongst other young people in Africa, who then judge from 3, you know, so the winner to be found. Now the judges, the final judges are a board of young judges, while the audit committee is for mid-level captain of industries.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Titi Shonuka. I'd like to take this time to welcome the host for this evening. He's cool, he's calm, he's collected. Ice Prince and Flavia, the hosts for this evening. Ladies and gentlemen from across Africa, would like to first of all recognize the presence of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, who has been represented by the Honorable Minister of Youth Development and two-term Governor of Adamawa State, His Excellency Bani Haruna. A round of applause. I'd also like to recognize the presence of the Executive Governor of Rivers State, Governor Chibuike Rotimi Amechi. A round of applause. And of course, recognizing every single person in this auditorium, a round of applause for yourselves as well. Ladies and gentlemen, please do take your seats.
Ladies and gentlemen, to present the results from the jury of the Future Awards, please welcome a member and actually a founder of the LEAP Africa and also a member of the Audit Committee for the Future Awards Africa, Ndidi Nuneli MFR.
Yes. Good evening. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm Ndidi Nuneli. I'm Brenda Wendo. After 4 months of rigorous judging, supervised by a board of judges and an independent audit committee spanning 8 countries, we are proud to formally present the results to the organizers of this event, which has been called the Nobel Prize for Young Africans.
We are proud to have been part of this incredible and inspiring process, and on behalf of the jury for the prize, we present these envelopes with the names of the winners to you on.
Thank you very much for your service and well done.
People are poor on this continent too. Forget the number of mobile phones. Forget the amount of investments. Forget the round tables. Forget the conferences. Over the past 30 years, worldwide poverty has fallen sharply, from about 40 to 20%. But in sub-Saharan Africa, the numbers have barely dropped. Over 40% of people in the region live in absolute poverty. They die from hunger and preventable diseases. How can we have so much of our population living under $1 a day? How can we have 1 in 4 people undernourished every single day? And how can we carry on like all is fine with the earth? As the World Bank sets its goals to end poverty by 2030, let us not just imagine that this is a far-off goal that never concerns you or me. It is time to begin to put our monies where our mouths are. Tens of millions in extreme poverty is a blight on all our consciences. It has to end.
Good evening. With an average population growth rate of 2%, Africa will make up 25% of the world's population by 2050. Africa's rapid population growth portends a problem and an opportunity for the world's poorest continent, the paradox. First, Africa's population is not aging. It is estimated that by 2050, 60% of Africa's population will be less than 30 years old. Second, Africa's population presents virgin territory, with a GDP growth rate of 5%, but less than 25% banked. Achieving inclusive growth opens up untapped territory. Third, Africa's population will become a significant economic force.